Told you so extra, but I know I'm the same.
What's up, y'all? What is up? It is your girl EJ back with another live review, y'all. We got the crew here today. Myself, Ashley, and VACAY-J. I'm about to bring everybody up. What's up, Ashley?
Hey.
And you already know, y'all, got my big bro in the building. What's up,
What
Jay?
up? Can you hear me? How I sound? How do I sound? I'm good?
You sound good.
Okay.
What's up? I was like, what is that? Okay.
What is that?
I was like, was that me? Okay, like we don't need no sound issues today. Hey, DeMarcus, what's good?
What up?
Hey. Thank you to everybody who
What's
is
good, bro?
already in here. We're about to get into it, y'all. We got to talk about this episode because I feel like this was probably one of the better episodes that we've had since the season has actually started. And I was really excited about that because I wanted that spark. I needed that spark. And I know I had the nostalgia of it coming back. But if I'm just being honest, this was probably one of the better episodes of the two that we've already had. Ashley, in agreement with that one?
Full agreement. I was relieved. I said, okay, this is the Tariq I remember. This is, we're moving the story along forward. I got just enough action and I got some new plans in motion. So I agree with you fully. This was the best to me out of these couple of episodes that we have for season 4. Absolutely.
Jay, what are your thoughts, bro?
Yeah, I'll take episode 1 because I like the action, you know what I'm saying, the whole pow thing, you know what I mean? And then episode 3 would be like the second, and then episode 2 is like the last right now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Okay.
It was good, though.
Y'all know
It was good.
That's what's up. Y'all know what's funny is that after this next episode, then there's the mid-season finale. And we're halfway through to the end of this Power Book 2 Ghost thing. That is so unreal to me right now. So unreal. All right, y'all. Well, we're about to get into it. Hey, Queen. Hey, Diana. Hey, Tiffany. I see everybody's kind of falling in now. I didn't get a chance to say what's up to you guys earlier. All right, y'all. So let me get these slides up. Let's talk about it because I need to be able to remember. I was going. Oh man, hold on. That's the end one. That's the very last one.
That's the climax. Yeah.
It is. All right, y'all. So when we start the episode out, of course, like we probably all predicted, the reason why he went back to get that car was because he was going to flip it because they decided they was going to get back into the game. That's exactly what happened. It was the right play. It was the right move. What I loved about this whole thing was the fact that Tariq and Monet seemed to be working together. What I like about it is the fact that Tariq has a secret because his mama is the one who really sprayed her. But there's a bigger secret at play, which to me overshadows that one, and nobody needs to know about that one. What did y'all think just about the play of getting the cars and this whole idea of Monet and Tariq working together? Again, Ashley, start with you and then Jay.
Yeah, again, I mean, we're using our heads now. I still don't like them necessarily in the dope game, but I get it. It's what they know to get a large, amount of money. But this was smart on their part. Do something with them cars. Tariq ain't had a car anyway. Two-Bit then had this car forever. So go on and turn it in. I ain't like the little lady with the scratch and dent though. I ain't like that. Don't try to hustle these babies. Listen, they need some money. But she's like, you guys are just spoiled brats. You didn't spend all daddy's money and now you're just trying to get some play money, I think is what her thought was. But as far as his little secret super spy and Monet and Tommy Mama having moved, I think that was interesting. I mean, we knew Monet was going to get to the bottom of it, but I actually do like how Tariq is still keeping Monet close, and like, hey, Monet, I'm on your side and figuring out what happened, even though we know, well, he don't know about this part that it was Diana. But yeah, I like this. I like this as an opening scene. I like them making moves.
Absolutely. Jay.
Yeah. So absolutely, man. Sell that car, sell it off. Like if we're gonna get back in the game, we gotta get the bread up. And this was a smart move on their part. The lady trying to scam them, yeah, she crazy, but it is what it is. Like he was just like, listen, Brayden, don't argue. We need the money. We'll make more. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? We don't care about a little bit of, money off for scratches or whatever the case is. But yeah, this was a good move. Let's make moves. Let's go. Tariq been walking all this time. All right, we flip this money. We can buy another car. So we ain't worried about this one right here. So let's go.
Okay, exactly. Let me see. I think we got Candy in the building. I don't know if she's ready yet. Hey, Candy, you ready?
Hey y'all. Hey. Can y'all hear me good?
Yes, ma'am. How are
Yep.
you?
I'm great. How are you all?
Good. Good.
Good.
What up?
We just got started. So, what are your thoughts on the first episode, just in general? And then we were just talking about the play of them selling the cars to get the money to, get back into the game. What are your thoughts?
I enjoyed the episode. It was very good. It was a lot of action, a lot of moves being made. Tariq did his big thing. Pinky came through, as always. I would like somebody to later on somebody can tell me where Pinky came from. But anyway, yeah, I enjoyed the episode. I'm glad they sold their cars, which I said, when he got it back, I was like, he need to sell it. So yeah, I give this episode an 8. It was a good episode.
Okay. All right. Okay, y'all. So let's move on to the next. So I kind of put these slides in sort of like a stage of things, like kind of how I wanted to talk about things, not necessarily in the order of what went on in the show, but kind of in the order, but not really necessarily the order. I want to talk about Obi as a whole, because Obi finally had his downfall, and he fell for what I like to call the Obi doke, And I was like, dude, really? Like, I know when they brought these characters in, y'all, we thought that they were going to be something that it turns out that they're really just not exactly, right? And I thought that him being experienced, that he wouldn't have fell for this ruse. Now, it did show us that Detective Carter is clearly not like the rest of these power law enforcement. He's a little bit different, which actually intrigues me a little bit more because we may actually get a little bit it might actually be a worthwhile finally, you know what I'm saying, like somebody who is actually a formidable opponent when it comes to this. What are your thoughts on how this all played out? And also, we're just talking about the whole play, so the Drew play, the brother, all of it that pertains to Obi. Jay, I'm gonna start with you, then Candy, and then Ashley, you'll finish us up.
Cool. So, yeah, man, your boy got played, yo. Obi got played, and from Carter, man, Carter is just as ruthless, and I like how they're writing him because he's just as ruthless as the criminals. And we needed a cop like that, a detective like that. We needed someone to kind of match the ruthlessness of the criminals that we root for. So when he played, Obi was like, yeah, so how do you explain these pictures of you? If you don't know St. Patrick, how do you explain these pictures? And kind of find out there's nothing in that folder at all. Like, that was a player move. I love it. I was like, yeah, let's go, Carter. If you're going to really do this and take these cats down, let's go. And then turn around, we got Obi's brother. Now, again, I mentioned this in one of my videos. I mentioned this in the chat that I was having with someone, and I was like, dude just came straight off the boat, man. He's not streetwise at all. Okay, so he doesn't know, oh, hey, I'm here for your brother. Let me in. Like, you don't let somebody in that you don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? So Obi didn't put him on, like, don't let strangers come in the door. Don't tell him anything. Like, he probably explained everything to Obi's brother. You know what I'm saying? And Obi's brother's just explaining, yeah, we got green cards from this, that, and the third, and telling that to Drew. So when Drew went to go pick him up, it was just like, yo, what's going on with this? What's going on with that? Or you want me to lie? I ain't lying, man. So like Obi got played, like Drew really played dude. And yeah, I thought it was going to be Kane that was going to take out Obi. But hey, finally we get some action, some ruthless action from Noma, because that's what I want to see. I like seeing her when she chopped off that lady's hand. I ain't see her really get, gully in a minute now. So let's go chop him up. Yeah, let's get him out of position, and Kane going to take his position. Let's go.
Candy, follow-up thoughts?
Yeah, I agree with Jay. But Obi, I think he wrote his own. He wrote his own death. I hate it that way. I hate he fell for the okey doke with Carter.
The
Detective Carter
Obi
is
doke.
dangerous. Yeah, Obi doke. I'm sorry. And he fell for it. I don't think if he knew that's how things work in the US, like Monique said, but like he didn't even look at the folder. Like, why are you somebody gonna say you in these pictures, but then you didn't even look to see what pictures he's talking about? I thought that was a crazy idea. Going behind Noma's back the way he did was, so he's not loyal. He does things on his own. I understand why he did it, but when it comes to being in this game, you have to be, 10 toes down for your people. You can't be trying to backdoor them. Drew, I appreciate Drew for stepping up, wanting to be number 2. And he did what he needed to do to try to get it. However, of course, he's not number 2, as we know. The brother talks too much. I don't know if Obi told him to talk or not to talk, but he should have told him to not speak to anybody, say nothing, because now where he gonna go? What he gonna do? But that's my thoughts on Obi and the Obi doke.
Ash, what you got on this whole debacle, this whole situation?
Now, listen, what the brother gonna do? He gonna be Drew's boy toy. Something was suspicious.
I saw
in
that.
that moment. I was like, what y'all got going on in this quick little meeting? So I don't think that's the last of we've seen of Obi's brother, because I think Drew probably done set his sights. Listen, Drew always got to have somebody, right? But in terms of this whole power play, Drew wanted to be number 2. Drew, go sit down somewhere. Drew should have taken this opportunity to leave the state, go to California, go live on the beach, Drew, go draw some pictures, paint a portrait, do something like that. This is not the life for him. When he and Diana had that whole conversation, I was like, are y'all both simple? Like, what is it? Like, what is it? But no, Drew playing at being top dog and, rebellious, and then it still didn't work. So you did all that, set Obi up, exposed them in the last minute for what? For your brother to still smash Noma in a couple scenes. Like, Drew tries every single time and he fails every single time for me. As far as Detective Don Carter, I will say I do like him as kind of the arch nemesis of Tariq, because so far it seems like his hands are clean. And in the Powerverse, this will probably be one of the first times we see law enforcement that's not corrupt yet, right? He's doing, some stuff, but he's operating within the guidelines of the law. So I'm absolutely here for that. Now, I may disagree with the public in terms of Noma's approach with Obi. Like, I liked seeing that, kind of vindictive side of her. But I think if we listen to what Obi said, Don thinks I'm the head of the organization right now. Let's let him keep thinking that. Well, now that he's gone, he's going to be digging deeper and he's going to find Noma. You know what I mean? So I think she may have rushed, but we've seen that she can be impulsive. But, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I like how it played out.
Absolutely. I 100% agree with you. When he said that, I was like, this is one of the biggest mistakes that Noma has made. She's made a few, but this is one of the bigger ones, because first of all, we're trusting people that we absolutely don't know versus the person that has been there for quite some time. And I understand that he's done some backhanded stuff a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But it's not too backhanded that you can't keep him just close enough. And maybe we do use him for the fall guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was useful. She says that he's not, but I didn't see it that way. I saw him as being very useful for something. So I didn't think it was the best play. So there's that. Okay, y'all, let's move on to the next debacle that went down. I feel like we're about to see something with Becca. I know we only got we got another half of the season, but I still feel like there's time to put something with Becca in here. I don't feel like you bring her in like this, like you keep showing her for us to have nothing that happens to her. But I don't know. I don't know if we even need it, but I just thought I'd ask y'all. Ashley, what do you think? Are we going to see something with Becca?
I hope not. I hope this is the last time we have to see her. And I was like, since when, Brayden, are you Johnny on the spot? She called, you got to run right away. Like, I just felt like this was silly. Like, I do not care, Becca, that you got put out of your exclusive dorm and that the Weston name is no longer on the building. Like, I could care less. Sorry, sis. I don't ever have to see you again for the rest of Ghost. I don't.
Exactly. Jay? I'll let you come back. Candy?
Poor Becca. I don't really care about whatever she got going. I hate it for her, but I hate anybody that has to go to, the narcotics to make themselves feel better. Case in point, Brayden. But anyway, hopefully this is the last time we see her, because I don't think she doesn't have anything for the story. So she might put Brayden in a bad situation by her being an addict. Who knows? And then he seemed like he's dealing with an addict. So I hate it for her, but we don't have to see her again. And toodaloo. Go ahead. Somebody said she won't OD. So she
Jay?
OD,
Oh,
okay.
I'm sorry. You finished? Okay, go ahead. Jay, can you are you there? Because I don't know, you was kind
Can
of
you hear me?
doing something. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Becca, yeah, hey. Again, they just kind of look like throwing her in there. I agree with you, EJ. I think something's gonna happen. They're gonna spin the block on Becca where it's gonna mess up Brayden. Whether she's an addict, whether she's giving up information. They're putting her in there for a reason. We just don't know yet. Right? Because we can care less. We really all of us watching, we can really care less. But why do they keep pushing her? Why do they keep bringing her to the forefront again? And why we got to keep watching this? Because she's gonna spin the block. She's gonna do something to kind of retaliate on all the humiliation from what Brayden has done. And I think that's gonna mess up Brayden, probably in part 2. So you might be right on that, EJ.
Okay, that's what's up. Because the description says that Brayden is going to kind of be wilding out, and I always keep trying to figure out what is it that's going to be the thing that's going to really flip him. I mean, he's already done been through a lot of stuff at this point, but sometimes people have a switch that really turns them on, and once you turn them on, that's it. And we already know that the similarities and the crossovers of Ghost and Tommy between Brayden and Tariq, and we all know that Brayden is nowhere near a Tommy. So how do we push him to be anything near that? Because that seems to be the narrative that we keep trying to create here, even though I think there's so much room for a different situation, but that's just my opinion. I'm gonna move on from that. But let's see where we at. Okay, y'all, we got to talk about this because there's a lot to talk about right here. So first, I'm gonna go ahead and start with you, Candy. So there was a scene where we get a flashback. I've been loving these flashbacks. I think this is one of the best things Power could have ever done, is throw these flashbacks in there, especially of Monet, because I feel like this is a character that is, to me, she's a complex character just because there's a lot of layers to her. And to a certain extent, you can almost understand where she's coming from. You just don't understand her execution of it, but you kind of understand where it all comes from. And I think giving these flashbacks really humanizes her in a way. So with that being said, Diana come up in here lying, and then we get the flashback of how she can tell that she's lying and how she actually taught them to lie, and all the things that she's kind of taught them is kind of coming back on her, but it is what it is. Candy, what were your thoughts about this scene?
Okay, so the first part of when I was always wondering how Monet knew Diana was lying to her. Now we see why, and it's the Arthur fist, that picture of Arthur with his fist balled up. We now see it, she's fidgeting. So I enjoyed the flashback of Monet, and I did not expect to see the children doing what they were doing, bagging up the narcotics. I was shocked that she had them doing that, and she, I guess when she is in a bind, Nate, she got to do what she got to do, whether it's putting her children in it or not. Where was Kane? Where was he? I want to know that. Where is he during this time frame? But I mean, I guess when Monet come to shove, she got to do what she got to do. Not that it's right, but that's just what she wants, and that's just how she is. And a lot of times, the things that we do can come back to bite us in the in the long run, and we see it now.
Yeah. Jay, thoughts?
Before I get to that, shout out to Z Zaza joining us from South Africa. Salute, salute. Thank you for joining us today. I love these flashbacks. Again, I think we talked about it before, EJ, all of us. I love the sepia look. I love that brownish old school look. It really gives it the old school feel. And I love this reveal of how this is really letting us know Monet knows her kids like the back of her hand. You know what I'm saying? Like she knows her kids very, very well, more than we thought. More than we thought. So when she is like putting them to work, which I wasn't surprised. Candy, I wasn't surprised she was putting them to work. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't surprised. That's why they in the game, right? So putting them to work. Yeah. Listen, that's when they start. You know what I'm saying? You got to start them young. You know, if you're going to put them into anything, start them young, right? So, you know, for Monet to do that, they got the work done, right? Because she was on the time clock. She needed to get some stuff done before, you know, so she can get it out to the people and sell it. So I like how, you know, we're seeing the family business develop, but her watching the body language, teaching them how to lie, because that's what she was doing. I'm teaching them how to lie and teaching them how to have a straight poker face and not fidget. I love that part about her. So as you said, EJ, definitely humanizes Monet even more as a mother, as a, you know, person just trying to do better for her children in this game. So, you know, I actually liked watching this. You know, I actually liked seeing Monet in this light.
Yeah, I like the flashbacks. Ash, what you got?
Yeah, DeMarcus mentioned it. The casting was amazing, but this young lady, whoever played the young Monet, did her big one. I was like, that's Monet all day. From even the vocal inflections and all that. I loved her. But yeah, no, it was disturbing. I think these are her just desserts. I think flashing back to, you know, really putting your kids in a precarious situation. You know, if you're going to do that business, you know, keep your kids to the side. Why do they need to be in the midst of your mess? I thought it was quite disturbing to see them babies chopping and mixing up the cocoa and doing all that stuff. But yeah, Diana has a tail. Dirty Diana, the most deceptive, vindictive one in the crowd, has the tail, and her mama knows. So I was excited. I like when Monet roughs Monet or Dirty Diana up a little bit. So I was like, oh, here we come. She knows she's lying. She don't know just about what just yet, but I knew we was going to get the interaction we got later in the episode. So I was here for it.
Absolutely. I'm always here for that as well. Okay, y'all. So now so let's talk a little bit about, I think I put these out of order because I wanted to talk about Davis first, but that's okay. We'll come back to Davis. But the whole point of it is that Davis is put in a position now where he got to do whatever is necessary. He already teeters on the borderline when it comes to, you know, Davis. I mean, he's a lawyer, but he's a shrewd one, and he, you know, is usually representing the people who probably are not innocent per se. But that doesn't matter because everybody is innocent until proven guilty, and it's about what you can prove. Shout out to Davis. If I ever get in trouble, give me a Davis. But with that being said, he has, you know, he's helping Tariq find a connect, basically. He's helping Tariq find a connect. And this is when we come in, we see the new connect, and a new play begins to unfold. We also get a throwback to, you know, our beloved Ghost, because the only reason why he's even taking this meeting is because of that doggone name. Let's talk about it, Jay. What you got?
Man, that again, another reveal. Like, you talk about Ghost was well known in the streets. Like, this is transcending his death right now. You know what I'm saying? So to now roll up in this guy, we don't know who this guy is. You know what I'm saying? I love how he was roughing him up though. It's like, yeah, you know, you pretty bold, but I like that. I like how he was moving on to Tariq. Like, yeah, but I know your father, man, and you should know better. We all know your father out here in the streets. So that lets me know that Ghost made a major impact on the streets, like well beyond what we know about. So when he was like, he threw the bag of money, he's like, you don't have enough, man. I'm not going to cut you a deal. Come through for real, and we'll make things happen. So this is the street level. This is the street level. This is no longer dealing on that, you know, cushy type of level. This is the straight street, straight underground. Tariq gonna have to experience this. So I like watching how he's reacting, watching how people are treating him, not because of his name, but yet Zion is like, okay, I'm gonna take it easy on you because I do know your father. So I like this move, and your boy Davis is just running right along with it. Like, this shows me Davis was really from the streets. You know what I mean? Like, he's suit and all, he was from the streets, and they know him like that. So I like this scene right here.
Absolutely. Shout out to the chat, y'all. I see y'all comments and I am definitely putting them up on the screen. But because, we're in this panel mode, I just want to make sure everybody gets their thoughts out. So I won't be reading a whole lot, but I'll travel back to them here later. Now, also, somebody did make a comment, because I am looking at y'all comments. Somebody did make a comment and said, hey, the fact that they know Ghost but not Lorenzo says a lot. I don't know what I think that we got a bigger plate of Lorenzo when the show first started. But I think we learned as the show went on that Lorenzo wasn't as big as we thought. Like Monet, it probably has more street cred than him. I'm just keeping it real. That's what they presented to us. I'm not, because I know I'm just keeping it real.
To bounce off of what you're saying, to agree with you on what you're saying, when she went behind his back to get that key, to get those 2 keys, it was a wrap. Like, Lorenzo's rep was a wrap after that, because that was pretty, as I said last time, was pretty embarrassing for your lady to go behind your back to get something you should have asked for a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? So as we see her now cooking up and putting stuff in bags and all of this and that and trying to have stuff ready, yeah, we ain't seen no parts of Lorenzo in that scene. Where was he at? No. So to go along with what you're saying, I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you. Like, she was running the show. Yeah, she was running the show. So.
Okay, y'all, we got 81 people in the building, y'all. We appreciate y'all for coming through. Definitely make sure y'all hitting the like button. If you're not subscribed to anyone on the panel, please make sure that you subscribe. Everybody up here is putting out their content. Ash does all sorts of stuff. Y'all already know what Jay do. Your girl Candy Love, she is definitely doing her thing as well. So make sure y'all are signed up, and please make sure to go ahead and hit the like button, guys. All right. Candy, any thoughts on this play right here?
So we now know, we already thought it, but we really do now know that he is, that Davis is well connected. He knows, and he can walk into any room, and he's welcome in any room with the full suit on. He's just that dude. I appreciated the bringing up Ghost, and I like the way the guy told him, like, your dad would solve a problem, but before it came a problem. So I like that he let him know, like, your dad was really that dude. I just enjoyed him getting that conversation, asking Brayden, was he, crazy like Tommy, which we all know he's not, but will he become half of Tommy? We don't know. I don't want him to start binging, of course, on the narcotics, but I just hate that for Brayden. Dougie Fresh, you have in the picture, and I thought, I said, okay, Mr. Beatbox himself is in the building, so I enjoyed that. I really like this. I would probably like to go somewhere like this to see the underground, boxing, fighting thing. Not stay there, not for nothing else, but just to go see, because I like boxing. Yeah,
I like how Brayden was looking at everything, because I felt like he was. Yeah, he was really captivated by the whole thing, but I also feel like this is another moment where we're going to see something else come from that, just by the way that he was looking. But I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be reading more into it, but it just felt like it was something a little bit more. All right, child. Let's move on to okay, so there's a moment where Monet basically get fired. I mean, it is what it is. She done got fired, but she ain't fully fired yet. It's like, how they trying to fire you, but they trying to go through all the HR procedures to make sure that they fire you correctly so that it don't blow back on them. That's where Monet is at right now in her situation, right? So, Candy, how did you feel about Noma sending her a text message telling her she didn't need to come in here today?
I was like, you got fired on your day off. I thought about Friday. I'm like, come on now, Noma. Lady could have got a phone call, but I guess they don't have there's no HR department in narcotics business. So, it is what it is. I appreciated the kids didn't even say that. Was like, yeah, I got to go. Yeah, Noma want me. I got to go handle something for Noma. They was like, bump what you got going on. no, you not working, but we still working, and it is what it is. They didn't care about how she felt. Kane was like, nah. Drew was like, nah. Diana's like, I got you, Mom. You know, but yeah, I thought it was funny to me. You know, the way her response was like, she was upset. She was pissed.
Jay, what are your thoughts on about Monet getting fired on her day off?
Damn, Craig, how you get fired on your day off? I thought the same thing, Candy. That joint was funny. How dare she send me this text? Like, dude, you out the game. You just don't realize it yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you came through bugging out, wilding, like you was wilding, going after the Russians to make sure the Russians don't knock you and the Tejadas out. Like, that was the dummy move. And you fell out right in front of everybody. That shows a sign of weakness. Noma don't want no weakness around her. She don't want no stupidity around her. She don't want none of that. So, you know, the way they played it off, Kane was just looking at her like, come on, Ma, like, you don't get it by now? You're not getting it? Like, you're not down with this anymore. Like, go sit down. I told you before, you out the game. Like, this is way above you now. I told you, but she just doesn't want to get it. She refuses, you know what I'm saying? But I understand. And then I'm looking at it from her point of view. I do understand because she's the one that put them onto the game. You know what I mean? So for her to be now knocked out of the game, it you know, I would be in denial too, because I've been running this thing since the beginning, as we saw in the flashback. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? So she just gonna have to get over it. Just gonna have to get over it.
Absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, when it's all said and done, she really is the one who put them on. She really has been the head of it. And to be fair,
Yep.
Kane just ain't good at being a leader. I'm not saying he ain't good at some things. He's just not good at being a leader. So I don't think that this organization would have like been able to survive without her, to be fair. But Ash, what you
Yeah,
got?
he's too cocky, too arrogant, and bullheaded. That's it. You know, that's what it is. It's his own self that gets in his way, and that's why he can never be like a great leader.
Absolutely.
But go ahead, Ashley.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know, Monet, big deal. My thing is, if she got it out the mud all them years ago, she could get it out again. I don't know why we think that Noma is the only gig in town or the only connect in town. Like, all right, she don't want you, sis. Move on. You've built up from the ground up before. What's stopping you now? So I don't like this whole defeated, oh, they're putting me out to pasture, Monet. It almost makes me feel like Monet is on her way out of this earth. Like, because come on, girl, you done got it out the mud before. Like, you can do it again. Like, logically, all right, Tariq, you out too. What are you doing? How are you getting on right now? Let's partner up. Like, I don't see sitting around being pressed about Noma if I'm Monet. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's my 2 cents.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I feel like later when we get to the infamous scene that we see this arise, like we see her like, man, bump this. But in this moment, I was like, come on, Monet, like bump them. They literally cannot, these knuckleheads right here, one don't want to be in the game. The other one don't know what the heck he want. And the other one cannot be in the game without someone being ahead of him. So trust me, you'll be all right. Let's just move on. But, you know, I guess she was a little butthurt. All right, y'all. Davis is down bad. He's losing clients left and right. Everything just seems to be happening because he can't get his license back. People done found out that he's lost his license, and now they like, how we supposed to do this? Not to mention, he also got served them papers. Y'all. It's time. He's about to get divorced finally, but we done seen Davis do so much dirt. I'm just surprised she ain't already tried to divorce him. Really, though. But what do y'all think about Davis? Like, where do we go from here? Is his idea, because it looks like we've mentioned this chick that I probably have never seen before, Pearl, whatever her name is. It seems like we're going to be using her to make all of our plays at this point. Will Davis get his license back, y'all? Will Davis get his license back, Ash? Will he get it back?
Eventually, if he wants, if he doesn't pivot his business, I think him taking 20% off the top in these agreements with Tariq, right, and all that stuff, maybe that's a new business prospect for him. I do know he said, you know, my brother died for this, so I need to keep my law license. So I think he'll fight for it. And maybe by the end of the season, we'll see it. But I think he's going to find a way to get a bag either way. either way. I think Davis is going to be straight.
DeMarcus is
You're
delusional.
absolutely right. I'm trying not to. I keep laughing at DeMarcus because DeMarcus keep going in about Kane. We're gonna have a whole conversation afterwards. Don't worry about it.
That man love Kane, boy. He love Kane.
Love Kane. Any thoughts on Davis, Jay, before we move on? I just wanted to throw him in there and recognize.
Yo. Davis, man. David is so well connected. David has so many resources. Davis has so many resources that it don't matter whether he has the license or not. It's just that the law license just gave him a way bigger bag up front. He could demand more when he has the license. As you said, Ashley, he's going to get the money either way. And we see right now, it's not even necessary for him to have it because he has the young lady that it works for him. And he has a whole lot of other people that he can just say, hey, listen, we need to get this done. So the same way Tariq went to him to get things done on a law level, he can go to other lawyers and colleagues to get stuff done when it comes down to the law. Right now, we going in the streets. We going from Davis to Method Man, and that's where we going with this. You know what I mean? So let's go, Davis. It's time to get to the streets with Tariq. Let's go. Let's go.
Absolutely. Candy Love, any thoughts on Davis before we move on?
No, other than he's, like Jay said, he's well connected, and I think he'll be okay. I do think he will take on Bright Eyes. I think he will take him on, just try to get his law license back. Not that he will give him anything, any real information. I think he will use him to get his law license back if he gets too far gone. I think he'll do what he got to do to get it so he can be Davis. He can be himself. So, that's just my little take on it.
Okay. That's what's up. All right. So I'm gonna come right back to you. Right back to you, Candy, with this. We're about to talk a little bit about kind of what transpired with Effie this episode. The last few episodes, we had a lot of Effie. This episode, we just kind of had a little bit of her in it. But there are a couple of things that happened. The first thing that happened is she listened to Tariq. Girl, come on now. Have we not learned? The second thing that happened was, we see her and Kane they're definitely getting closer or whatnot. And she does seem to have a little bit of care about him. And because, she didn't go on her interview, right? Instead, she went and helped him because she didn't want to see him get unalived. And then we see where Tariq feeds her the information. She feeds it to Noma. She sees that Noma and Kane are having a moment. She peeps all of this out. And then later we see her tell him, like, I saw you, and basically tell him how stupid of a play this is, messing with your boss, right? So all of this kind of transpired in this Effie world, right? Talk to me about all things Effie in this episode. What are your thoughts? Break it down.
Poor Effie. I said it last week. I hate that you missed your, meeting for Kane. And now we see that you did what he's done to you, once he realized you may have listened to Tariq or to somebody about those little bags. He goes and backdoors you and goes and get with your boss, which we already know he was going to do that anyway. But, you did something for him to save his life. Now look what he's doing to you. He doesn't care about you. And I hope you know it, even though in that morning time when he left, she kind of looked back at him like, well, at first she said, are you getting soft? And, of course, he's kissing her and carrying on. So I just hate she's falling, because it seems like she's really falling for him. But now she's upset with him, after after he realized somebody must have told her something about those bags. So she's just having a bad episode. She sees that, the dude that she's dealing with is dealing with the boss, and that Reek has backdoored her again. She's being made a fool of. So she's going to have to find some get back to Kane and Tariq, and I hate to see what it will be. But I tried to tell her, don't do it. She did it anyway.
Jay, what up? What's coming? Jay, you up, bro?
Yeah. So, can you hear me? Am I good?
Yeah, good.
I'm looking
you
at
good.
the chat and look. We all know Okay, we all know that this was a long time coming for Effie, right? The lovey-dovey thing was cute, but when you have, two snakes in the grass and you have two grimy people, eventually they're going to turn on each other. Okay, eventually it's going to happen. So, I'm seeing the chat. Yeah, Effie deserves it, but at the same time, she did look out for him. So I'm not taking up for Effie. Yeah, no, I'm not team Effie. Even though I did put on my video at the end of my video, looking at her and seeing all the nice outfits and, yeah, she's looking good. So in any event, Effie deserved it. Kane is a scumbag too. So eventually they're just going to not get along, period. So this was gonna come. I didn't think it was gonna come this quick though, because it was cute when they was kissing. Oh baby, yeah. I gotta go. But I knew it was gonna not, it wasn't gonna be good. It wasn't good. They both damaged people. You saying Effie's damaged? No, Kane is damaged too. Kane is damaged too. They're both just like equally damaged people. So this was gonna happen. It is what it is.
Okay, Ash, what you got?
Yeah, Effie's gonna get it back in blood. Kane should have thought a little bit harder and a little bit smarter. I don't know how she's gonna do it, but Effie's not gonna let this ride. Effie's not gonna let this ride at all. And I just can't wait to see what she's gonna come up with for him, because it's gonna be something good. She's gonna turn in a miraculous way. Because as much betrayal as she has done over Power and now Ghost, I think this is the first time we're actually seeing her all in a relationship, and he's kind of the one that does something first. So yeah, I'll be interested. I'm entertained. It's all is fair. All is fair. I can't wait to see what she comes up with for Kane after this.
Okay. That's what's up. Okay, y'all. So the cat is out the bag. We're just gonna touch on this for like a second. I just put that in here too, just to remind everybody that Diana Tejada is pregnant with the spawn of one of these people. I don't know which one, Hotep, Reek, but it's the spawn of one of them. So with that being said, Brashandria finds her phone, looks at her phone for some reason, and now knows that she is pregnant. There is always a purpose when they do stuff in Power. So I feel like them letting Brashandria know means that she might be the one who drops the cat out the bag to somebody else that may, I don't know. It's something weird about that because it felt so out of place and unneeded. You know what I mean? Like it just didn't feel like she needed to be the person to see this. So why is she the person seeing this? I don't know. Ash, thoughts?
That's what I was like. I was like, is she going to be one to expose her on a certain type of level? Brashandria usually keeps it cute, but you're right. And there's no logical reason. They're not tight. They're not besties. We haven't really heard them say more than a couple sentences to each other over these past, since they've been in each other's orbit. So I was really like, yeah, somebody else needed to know just for what. And Diana said it last episode of like she knows who the father is, but my thing is, Diana, do you really know?
That part.
Do you really know? Do you really know it's Tariq's? But yeah, I felt like this was kind of a throwaway, but in the Powerverse, everything does mean something, like you said, EJ. So it'll come back to haunt. Maybe Brushandria will be the person she confides in, depending on what she decides to do with the baby. You know what I mean? Maybe she'll be there to hold her hand. I'd be here for an arc with more Brushandria. She's kind of just been like a, kind of a side character up to this point. So we'll see.
Yeah, that's what's up. Jay, any thoughts?
Yeah, like you said, this was kind of like just a quick thing. So I will say that they are giving her kind of like a more of a purpose, right? Because she didn't really have a purpose before. She was just an added additional supporting character. So for her to know this secret, now we're going to see probably a little bit more of Rashandria, later in part two, I would say, because there's no other seasons coming, right? So she's going to play a significant part in something in part two that has to do with Diana, the baby, and possibly Celine or Tariq. We'll see.
You said that, Celine or Tariq. Okay. Let's go to the next one here. All right, y'all. There was the setup. And Candy, you can just talk about this and then we'll move on. We all know what the setup was, but just tell me what your thoughts were about Tariq coming over to Effie because Effie, y'all know I love Effie, but I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I was like screaming at her, like, girl, don't listen to Tariq. Tariq just told you last week that that y'all wasn't good. Why are you listening to him? Stop. But she wouldn't listen to me, Candy. So here we are. What's your thoughts?
Effie, my dear, he just told you F you, like EJ said last week. And there you are listening to him, knowing he always has something up his sleeve. Tariq. You've known Tariq since y'all were in high school at Choke. So you've known him for a long time. He always has a trick up his sleeve, no matter what it is. He's down bad and he doesn't have any work, can't get any work. I know you know that. So I don't know why she listened to him. I don't know if she's a pick me or what. But Tariq is doing what Davis told him to do. By any means necessary, I need you to let him, find a way to get in. And he did what he had to do, and he let Kane do the dirty work.
Absolutely. Jay, so we move on here to where we get Kane and Noma, are getting kind of close. Effie walks in to tell the news, and then they pull the play. So, which is where Kane goes and finds out. We blow up the product, right? And then we get rid of one of the key players so that we can now have a spot. That was the whole setup. That was the play. It was executed pretty smoothly, and Tariq didn't have to do anything. He let them do it because he knew Noma would make the call to get rid of this person that she didn't even do no research. Never. I ain't even gonna go into Noma right now. Okay, Jay, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. This again, they are laying it out. They are rushing it a little bit because this is the final season. So I get what's going on. Again, I don't understand why nobody's checking to let Noma know that Effie's coming, because my man Kane was about to smash. He was about to go in. This was about to happen. Again, they got this weird vibe. Again, I said it in one of my videos. They got this weird, like, I don't know, thug, soulmate vibe with each other that she's just so attracted to him because he anticipates her move. Oh, I was about to slap him like I did Obi, but he grabbed my hand, and it's just real weird. But the way that it played out, the way that Tariq played Effie, hey, this is Ghost. So everything is gonna have to play in Tariq's favor going forward in this last season. So yeah, but the funny part was this guy right here that was on the block, and he was like, "Oh, who's the Stansfield? Ain't nobody selling no Stansfield. What's the Stansfield?" So that was the funny part to me, that he didn't know nothing about no Stansfield, none of that stuff. So it was rushed, but it was good that it laid out the way it did.
Did y'all peep when the guy was like, "Oh, they go Kane"? He was like he wanted to run.
Yeah, he got the streets locked.
Oh, yeah, I'm on mute. My bad.
Terrorist in these streets. He is.
My bad. I was really talking. Okay. Ash, what are your thoughts on this whole thing and how it all played out?
Yeah, again, I like Tariq back in his bag, right? Thinking ahead. Like he knew by putting a bug in Effie's ear, she was going to run right to Kane, and Kane was going to act without any hesitation. You know what I'm saying? And I absolutely love that. This is the Tariq I know, thinking 2 steps ahead. And I loved how that all played out. I was like, finally, we're getting somewhere. Finally, we're moving forward. But I still don't like the idea of him partnering with Zion. I think that's going to be a scary situation. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Brayden in a fighting pit at some point. That part makes me nervous, but I like to see Tariq's plan executed. I thought that was well played.
Absolutely. All right, Jay, we're going to start with you because we know how much you love these love connections up in here. We got some new love connections starting, and we got just some mistakes being made, in my opinion. And this is just my opinion, but at the end of the day, I feel like Noma is making the biggest mistake she could ever make by getting into bed with Kane. I mean, you just don't. What's the saying? You don't ish where you whatever it
Ish
is.
where
I
you
can't think
sleep.
of. Yeah, that
Ish
one.
where you eat. Yeah.
Yeah, this
Hmm.
is just crazy to me. I feel like every time we get more and more of the Noma character, she just be dropping down a level to me every single time she do something that I'm like, at first it was like we don't get enough Noma. Now I done had too much damn Noma. Now I don't get it. Like, this is so bad to me. And then we got Brayden with his love connection that he trying to make with this young lady. And then there's the play that developed. Brayden comes up with a new play as to how they're going to move the product. So you can talk about any of those things, all of those things, whatever you got.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically, I'm gonna talk about Noma and Kane first, right? Because I did a whole video about it, right? So basically, Kane is filling the space of where Mecca used to be, right? She obviously is attracted to the strong, drug dealing, I don't take your mess type of dudes. Obi's super weak, so that's why he ain't getting no play. But Kane, he come from the Tejada. He always been a tough dude. He always been like, yeah, you don't mess with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna pop you. I'll take you out if you mess with me. So she likes that strong type of character. Is it a mistake? Of course. You don't sleep with your subordinates. But at this point, this guy is taking care of business. When he took out the competition and said, hey, I took out the competition. I did this. I did that. We found out that Obi was a snake. I told you he was a snake. Whatever the case is, like, he's playing and doing everything that Noma wants him to do. So is it a mistake? Maybe. But he's trying to come up. He's sleeping with the boss, as people usually do, to come up. You know what I mean? As far as Brayden, man, Brayden, he always falling in love with the wrong people. You know what I'm saying? Like the wrong women. Like something is wrong with Brayden. Like he just see chocolate and he go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Any opening he gets, he's going crazy. Right. So I mean, for him to actually listen, never get high on your own supply, right? So why, when she gives it to you, oh, you look like you need this, you gonna take it, bro? Like, come on, you don't do this stuff. You just doing it because she's telling you to do it, and you trying to get in where you can get in with her, right? But when they came up with the play to sell on the campus and do it through the whole merch thing and all of this and that, I thought that was pretty like predictable. I knew it was kind of going like that. You know what I mean? They can't use the lock boxes anymore. So yeah, use the crowd and use the music and use this. It was kind of like I anticipated. I wasn't really impressed because it was kind of simple to figure out. But other than that, man, like Brady need to go sit down, man. Like leave the sisters alone, man. Just chill, bro. Just chill, man. You so open, man. Nose wide open. Just chill, Brady, and handle business. That's it.
That part. All right, y'all. All right. Okay, y'all. So we're gonna talk about the infamous dinner scene because I want to get to some of these comments and I want to talk about the next episode real quick. So the infamous dinner scene. I mean, in reality, to me, this probably was one of the heightened parts of the entire episode. Every time we get to a doggone dinner table with these people, something always happens. Like, I'm scared every time that I'm like, can we not have dinner? I mean, if we can count them down, y'all. I got 3 in my head right now. There's the dinner scene, the biggest one that everybody knows about. There's the dinner scene when they were sitting at the table. I believe that's when Monet was about to eat something and they came in, and that's when we learned that they knew about Lorenzo. They just didn't have food, but she was about to eat. And then there was another dinner scene when Diana gets arrested. I mean, it's like continuously with these dinner scenes. Here we go again. Monet Pinky finds she get the footage, but she sent it to both of them, not just Tariq. And I think in this moment, Tariq wished that she had just sent it to him because this is something that he could have used. But she sent it to both of them, nevertheless. Monet is talking about, hey, I'm about to start my own stuff. Y'all want to come work for me, but not as soldiers, as partners. Oh, her daughter is like, yeah, I'm cool with it, but as soon as we turn a profit, I'm out. Kane, like, nah, I'm good. We knew that was gonna come, which was just sorry of Kane, by the way. And then Drew is like, no, I kind of like, no, dude, you didn't want to be in the game. Like I mean, shoot, ever since he wanted to be an NBA housewife, he been wanting to get out the game. I'm just saying, like, what are we doing here? And then the big secret comes out. So I need to know how we was all feeling about this big secret, the reaction, and then we're going to talk about the next episode. Candy, I'm gonna start with you, then go to Jay, and then Ashley, I'll let you have the last word.
I'm like Tamika, baby, pass the chicken. Cause old Sophia is home now. I would have been sitting there like, yeah, I'll be eating my food while they losing their daggone mind. But yeah, as you have said 1,000 times, this dinner table is dinner time for the Tejadas it should be a no-go. Everybody should go in their room and eat separately or go upstairs or whatever, go outside or on the patio or something. I don't know. Oh, I'm on the big camera. Hey y'all. Hey. But yeah, the dinner scenes are always top notch. They never miss. They always hit. I always thought Tariq was going to keep the Diana-ish thing away from Monet and let Diana know so that he can have that over her. But Pinky did a big one and sent it to both of them. And I'm glad to see what Monet was screaming about, because we always thought it was a death. Well, it's a death to her family, but we always thought it was a death to one of her kids or something. I enjoyed the dinner scene. I always enjoyed them. I can replay them and watch them and laugh and pick through them and see, how people were moving. But she screamed and said, "I wish I had never had y'all." Is that what she said? And I was like, dang, that Monet is ruthless. We thought she was ruthless, but she was ruthless when she said that. And I just enjoyed it. But if I was had been there, I'd have been sitting there eating my mashed potatoes and my chicken. I'd have been chowing down and laughing. That's it. You're muted.
My bad. Let me go ahead and get that super chat. Shout out to DeMarcus Vaughn. Thank you, bro. Monet Russian sickled Diana and Drew once she found out that Diana took the letter to Kate. This scene was hilarious. This scene was absolutely hilarious. I was laughing. I was up. I was like, so Jay, you up next, bro. What's up with this scene?
Yeah. As soon as I saw them sit down with that good ass food, I was like, damn, I'm hungry. But I know it's about to go down. You know what I'm saying? So we called this last year. We all, did our predictions and everything. We knew that somehow, some way they was going to get that ring footage, right? So when they got it and Monet was trying to talk them into getting into business with them and the whole nine, and that phone was like buzzing, I was like, oh, shoot, it's about to go down. It was like she was about to pick it up. I was like, yeah, it was about to go down. Oh, shoot. Like, so I was getting hype. I was like, yeah, let's go. So Candy, when we say that, yeah, we thought it was a death, it was a death to Monet, because Diana and Drew are now dead to Monet. You know what I'm saying? This is the ultimate betrayal, as I titled it on my side, the ultimate betrayal. And when she passed it to Kane, and Kane was like, yo, what the F is this, yo? And you got her look with the red wig. It was hilarious to me. It was funny to me, B. I was dying laughing, but I was like, yes, finally we gonna get this. Finally we gonna get the truth. And the fact that your boy Drew was like, all right, let's go. But she's like, oh, you down with this too? I wish I never had y'all. Like this is the ultimate betrayal, because again, if we look at that flashback, like she again started them in the game. So for them to do something trifle like this to her, right? And to Tariq in this way, like, oh man, it's on. This is what we call, I got the video out, the crash out. So this is the crash out, family. And I was looking forward to it. I'm excited about what's next. I'm excited about what's gonna go down. But yeah, your girl is hurting right now. When your family betrays you, that's in the heart. That's like a stab in the heart right there. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't no going back from that. Ain't no going back from all of that. I see you, DeMarcus. It's okay. She went back to Chicago. That's nice. But we got the ring footage, didn't we?
DeMarcus.
We got the ring footage either way, buddy. So she didn't need to be there.
Yeah, I'm here for it. Anytime Dirty Diana get some paws put on her. I'm absolutely here for it. I do hate that she was pregnant. Monet don't know that though. So anybody could get it. And Diana more than anybody. And Drew, again, simple, because you didn't have to implicate yourself in this, Drew. You could have sat on your hands, honey, and would y'all say, pass the peas like we used to do. That's what Drew could have did, but he had to get himself involved. He wasn't gonna last anyway. And then Kane's, feeble attempt and, oh, I can't shoot. You gonna shoot him. I told y'all she was gonna take out them kids. I thought it was gonna be all three. Maybe it'll just be Drew. Maybe it'll just be Diana, but she gonna get one of them. I don't know. Monet don't have a forgiving heart like that, so I don't think there's any chance for reconciliation. They'll have to leave town, move far away, whatever. But I was here for it. Let it all come out. Let it all come out. But it did beg the question for me: what is Tariq gonna do now, knowing that it was her who put his mama in danger? Is he gonna call it fair because Tasha came out with the blicky after that, and this baby could be his? Those are the things I'm thinking about.
Exactly. Exactly. Now that is so true, because I'm thinking Tariq, my mouse, y'all, it's on my other computer. Okay, here you go. I'm thinking that Tariq, I was trying to pull you out, but my mouse was on my MacBook, on my other computer. So anyway, y'all. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of the episode. But we got to go through these comments, y'all, because I see everybody in the comments. Y'all been going in. I'm gonna try to just get to the comments that where y'all not talking to each other. The end with Kane not shooting was so dramatic. I actually laughed. Monet was a sweetheart. Don't expect a civilian mother when you in the game. Let's talk about this. Let's expand on this for like a whole second, y'all. I need the perspective of not looking at this from a regular mother's point of view. Do we give Monet a little bit of grace when we don't look at her from a regular mother, but a mother in the game? And is your kids not knowing about you being in the game a good thing? Because we got two examples. We got Anya, we got Reek. And Noma stuff about to come crashing down on her eventually. It just ain't happened yet, but it's gonna happen. Ghost stuff came crashing down on him already. But then you have Monet, whose kids knew about it. I don't know, y'all. Any thoughts? Anybody can chime in.
No, she gets no breaks. Listen, at the end of the day, I think if you choose that life for yourself, that's one thing. I don't think you choose that life for your children. I think there's a way to inform and educate your children so they're not out here lost in the sauce. But I don't think you initiate them in the game. If they come of age and decide that's what they want to do, that's the life you live, that's one thing. But Monet having them babies bagging up that stuff, she's unfit. The baby should have been taken away from her. She had no business having any children at all.
No children.
Well, she was unfit from the she was unfit from the beginning, from the previous episode when she put in the strap underneath Kane when they pulled her over. You know what I'm saying? So she been wilding out and been ghetto ever since. Let's just go ahead and call it what it is. Okay. And she wanted a better life, and she don't want no roaches around, no rats. And this is a typical situation where, I'm not saying it's right at all. Like, if we're going to look at it from a worldly perspective, it's not right at all to put your kids in the game at all. I agree with you, Ashley. But in this case, as far as Monet, like, she did what she had to do. I'm not saying it was the right thing to do, but yeah, even with Tariq though, right? James St. Patrick did not want his son to be in the game. And he ain't give him a choice. You going to school, you going to college, it is what it is, and he still got in the game anyway. So it's like, it's a catch-22 either way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not giving her a pass, but it's a catch-22 either way. When you need help, you're going to teach your kids how to do it, and y'all going to be in the game. So she already had them in the business. Again, somebody said it, I think it was Dexter, said that, yeah, Monet raised soldiers. She raised soldiers. She didn't raise kids. And that's why her and Kane's relationship has never been good. Her and the kids' relationship has never been good. Never, ever been good. So, yep.
Okay, Slim Bay said Monet had their father killed. LOL, this is her fault. I have a bittersweet thing when it comes to this whole thing about the father aspect of it. And that's only because I feel like Monet would have done the same for any of them. I feel like no matter who it was, She would have took out whoever tried. Like, she can treat them like that and she can do them however she do them, but other people can't. And I feel like if somebody had of unalive Diana, she would have came for whoever unalive Diana, and I be damned who it is. I don't care if it's your mama, daddy, sister, uncle, brother, cousin. You can all get it. It's just something about this loyalty to family that she has, and I think that's some of the things that we're getting from this flashback. So I don't know. I'll be down the middle on that one. I know that it wasn't the right thing to do to take your father's kids, but at the same time, he took your kid, and I don't know how you draw the line there, or even how you move on. I don't know, but it's just one of those things. But let's look at this trailer, y'all, and let's talk about this trailer, because this trailer is kind of interesting. Let me see if I can get it back on the screen. Here we go. Oh, hold on, y'all. Hold on, this might be the wrong one. Give me a second. Give me 1 second, y'all. Jay, talk about something while I try to go pull my screen in real quick.
Let me talk about something. Hey, look. I think if we're going to talk predictions, let's go ahead and talk predictions. All right. There's been a lot of theories out there that your boy Kane is going to run off with Noma and it's going to be a spinoff. I don't know if that's true or not. Do you guys think there's going to be a spinoff? Do you guys think that Kane is going to survive this season? Because there is going to be a battle between the brothers. And I saw a couple times that your boy, Drew had the drop, meaning he had the strap on Kane, and it's coming down to the wire. That's going to be in that trailer that she plays. So you think Kane is going to survive and run off with Noma?
He's annoying.
Run off with Noma? No.
He's annoying enough to survive, but I would never watch a spinoff with him and just Noma. There'd have to be somebody far more interesting to hold my attention, but he's annoying enough that he could be one of the survivors of this season. I don't foresee him and Noma's this little romance lasting too long. You know what I mean? I think it's for mutual gain right now for whatever purpose. I don't think there's anything deep about it, but I don't know. They could be Bonnie and Clyde. Who knows? It'd be interesting, but I wouldn't watch it. I wouldn't watch the show with Kane and Noma.
Jay, answer that. I put it in the chat. I've seen this question 1,000 times.
Is that a question? Is that a question?
Is Zion Mahoney? Who is Mahoney?
So,
people want to know.
No, I don't think it is. Yeah. People want to know. Go look it up. Go to Power University.
You're muted, sis.
You on mute.
My bad. There we go. Okay, I got the trailer. I found it.
Right now, I gotta focus on this. This is something I gotta handle. I want to know where Drew is tonight. Anybody sees him or loses him, that's a fucking target on their back too. You got it?
Let's get them to turn against one another.
Drew and Diana gotta go. You look real relaxed for a bitch that got a target on the back of her head right now.
Please, you can't do this to me.
Okay, y'all. Please. You can't do this to me. Oh, damn. Okay, so first of all, it looks like Hotep, she done went to Hotep. This is my thought, y'all. I think that she done went and told Hotep that this is his baby, right? So that he can protect, so she can have a place to live. But then she gonna turn around and save herself by telling Tariq it's his baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's gonna be a double, and we're still not gonna know whose baby it is because she's gonna tell them both that it's their baby. That's just my thoughts. Let's talk about predictions. Candy Love, let's start with you. Will Tariq take out Diana? Big question. Yes or no? Will he take her out?
Is it safe to say I would like for him to? It may not be safe because people may have a problem with unaliving a television character.
Girl,
I don't care. It's a television character. If he does, cool. If he doesn't, cool. I don't care. Because it's a television character.
Yes or no, girl? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yeah, I want him to. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Diana can go. Jay, yes or no? Will Tariq take out Diana?
See, I'm not gonna go with the feelings of a character, okay? Because most people do that. But like, I hate her. I want her to go. But the reality is exactly what you said, sis, EJ. Diana is going to tell Hotep, Salim, Trevor, whatever he needs to hear so she can have a roof over her head. And Diana's going to tell Tariq, it's your baby, just so he doesn't unalive her. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, she's going to be alive. She may have the baby, she might not. I got a video out as to what's going to happen. We all know that she's going to eventually take Tariq to the clinic, and they're going to be talking about the baby. So he's not going to unalive her. It's not going to happen. That's a great cliffhanger as far as the trailer, but we've seen the entire trailer because, you know, they put the whole season out. So we know that she's still going to be alive. He's not going to take her out. Yeah, he's not going to take her out.
Okay, Jay. Thank you for ruining that for all the people who didn't look at the whole trailer and dissect it.
I was going to say the same thing. They didn't show the whole season.
No,
we
I
know
know.
he's not going to take that raggedy heifer out. I would
Real
love it
Power
if he
fans
did. It would be amazing if he did. Like, that would be incredible. As far, predictions. Kane, go ahead, take me out, Drew. We know Drew ain't got the heart to do that.
Part.
But will it be like a Kane and Abel situation? I'm interested in that dynamic. It'd be something to see. But at the end of the day, we know Kane would be the one to pull the trigger at the end of the day. And I wouldn't be sad to see Drew go. So maybe Drew will go in this mid-season finale. I say that.
Yes,
Now,
it.
Tyler Perry did not write this episode. Cut it out. This.
Who said that?
Ohioology. This is not written by Tyler Perry.
That's in another show that happened. I don't know if they've seen that show, but it's funny. Okay, so yes, I definitely think we're gonna have a Cain and Abel situation. I think we see that part coming, but it's like Ash said, Drew doesn't have the guts to do this, which is why he can't be leader either. I know Poppy tried to hype him up, but you got to be able to pull this trigger, and that's what I always respect about Monet. Monet will pull a trigger and not think about it. She will just do what needs to be done, and that part about her I do like, because I feel like if you're going to be in this game, you got to have that type of mentality, just like Ghost did. Hell, Tariq is like that. Tariq will pull a trigger now. I mean, before maybe not, but now that he done got it, now that he knows, he will pull the trigger too. I feel like you got to be able to do that. Drew don't have that. He's not going to do that to Kane, but Kane would absolutely do it to him if the roles were reversed. So we have that part of it. We have, so we know that Diana gonna survive. Everybody, for whatever reason, don't believe it, y'all. They really don't believe it. But I'm saying, if it's like Jay said, if you go look at the trailer, you will see that she is very much alive. He is not going to take her out. And yes, this baby is going to save her 100%. It's something about babies. I'm telling y'all, I don't know what it is, but babies will save you sometime. And a lot of people are going to bring up Tommy and Holly. Let me just go ahead and suspend that for you right now. Tommy had no clue that Holly was pregnant. Yeah. If he did, Holly would have still been alive, and he would not. That's why he's so haunted by this whole situation. When he, when you've seen him be haunted by the fact that when he finds out later that she was pregnant, they not unaliving Diana when she tells Tariq that she's pregnant. That's not gonna happen. But if it does, it would shock the heck out of me. I'm talking about later down the line, because we know it's not gonna happen in this next episode. So anyway, y'all, any other predictions about the trailer? Anything y'all foresee happening in the next episode? What are you excited to see in the next episode? Candy, what are you excited to see?
Okay, so you made me think about, and I think I've heard people say this, Monet, raising Monet. Because you said she doesn't mind squeezing the trigger, I want to know where that came from. Like, was she raised to do that, or did she have to become that person when she became a narcotics dealer, back in the day? Like, when did she become this ruthless, this evil, this I don't give a damn attitude? When did she become that person? I would like to see it. So will we get do y'all think we will get a Monet type of run back, maybe for a couple episodes, like a little mini series or something? Or would y'all like to see it maybe?
I'm here for a Monet I've just been wanting to learn her backstory anyway. I feel like it's interesting. I've been liking the back clips, me personally.
Mhm.
It's the same way that I enjoy looking at the backstory of Kanan, because I don't like Kanan, but I have loved seeing where he came from, and I
Right.
love Rock. I just don't like him, but I love Rock. Don't ask me how that works. It just works for some
Yeah.
reason. But yeah, I'm cool with that,
As
but
long
maybe
as
not like a whole
as long as
show
the
because we
Yeah, just
already
like a
did
little
oh,
that.
mini
nothing to it.
series, little 6 episodes or something, you know.
Yeah, as long as the flashbacks like are key to to move the story forward. Like for instance, the whole fidgeting thing with Diana and how Monet knows that she's lying. Like if it's going to tie into the present of what's going on in the episode, I'm down for it. I'm down to see those
I think
flashbacks.
she's talking about like a
Like
whole
a
separate
whole
thing.
separate show.
Nah,
I think she's
that
talking
ain't
about
gonna
like a
happen.
whole separate thing. I think they've already done that with Raising Canis. I don't think we do it again. I don't think that makes sense. But would I care
Well, they
about
about to
seeing? I would.
yeah, they about to do the whole origins, right? So will Monet be in the origins? I don't know. I don't think so because this is supposed to be based
Probably
on
not.
Tommy and Ghost
And
and
Ghosts.
all of this
Yeah.
and that.
Yeah.
Maybe how they're tied. Maybe we might see Monet and Lorenzo see Ghost and Tommy on the street or something. I don't know. But if it's not relevant to the story, then we probably won't see it.
I know, girl. Me too. She says she loves Rock but don't like Kanan. I'm the same way. I don't know how that works. What are you most interested in seeing, Jay? I'm sorry. Through you. I forgot to ask you the question. For the next episode.
Oh yeah. So for the next episode, I'm looking forward to this whole Kane and Abel, Kane and Drew, Kane and Mabel fight. See how that turns out. You know what I'm saying? Did a whole video on that. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to seeing, whether or not Tariq is going to unalive Hotep. I mean, I said it in one of my videos. Might as well. This is the last season. Just get him out of here. Like he was super annoying. We don't need him in there. Like get out of here. And what else am I looking for? I'm looking forward to seeing how Don Carter and Kamal Tate are going to try to pit Monet and everybody against each other, because that's their plan. If you watch the trailer, the plan is, well, let's have them go against each other and take each other out. So I'm looking forward to seeing his, like devilish mind put that together and how it's going to play out. Other than that, we know, Diana's going to be here. We know, I'm looking forward to Drew's death. And I'm looking forward to that.
Me too. One person in the chat said that Diana is not in none of the description for episodes 6 through 10. Listen, I don't know when it happens, but it is definitely in that trailer. If you go through the trailer, you'll see that Diana is in there much later with Reek. So I don't know when it happens though, but it's there.
They wouldn't put it in the description because they would give it away, right? This is supposed to be a cliffhanger with Reek pointing the strap at her. So if they put in the description, it would totally give it away. So that's why it's not in there.
I agree. Ash, what are you most excited about seeing?
Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap up the whole thing with Monet and her children. That's what I want to see resolution for, one way or the other. Let's tie it up. Let's seal it with a bow. I would be happy to see Drew eliminated and a clear line drawn in the sand. I would also like to see an official partnership between Monet and Tariq, right, as they move forward in this venture and really setting the stage for the second half of this war with Detective Carter and Noma, right? I want to see clear boundaries. I want to see Tariq and Brayden put on. I'm really overseeing Brayden with the crackheads. Like, I don't mind him taking, a trip with the chocolate. I'm down with the swirl. I love that for him. But let's not get fiends on the payroll, and let's not you become a fiend too, Brayden. That's what I don't want to see. But yeah, let's just wrap up the family drama. Let's get clear boundaries in the sand. Let's get our alliances ready so we can go into the second half of the season strong, knowing where everybody stands.
That part, exactly. Drew will be working with Don Carter against Kane and Noma for the last 5 episodes. I really hope not, but I could see that. And that would be interesting if he did, because Drew needs somebody to protect him. But I'm telling y'all, Drew is out of here. Drew is not going to survive. Drew is gone. I think Drew is gone. Like, Drew ain't living. If any other Tejada survive, it's going to be Kane and Diana. But I really feel like Monet might go, and Drew. But that's what I think. We'll see. But I honestly don't want
If
Monet
Drew
to
is
go.
alive,
But
if Drew is alive, I'll be mad as hell, man.
I
I'll be.
know he.
I don't know. I still
mm.
watch it, but I still be like, dog, you took out Kane? Come on, man. Like, I'll be kind of
That would be
disgusted.
horrid.
I'll be like, mm.
It would be
Bad writing.
to me. It'd be unrealistic, only because I mean I know it's already it's fictional, but what I'm saying is, as we've learned about these characters, and the characters say that Drew won't pull the trigger, but Kane would, and that typically when it comes to unaliving people, Kane typically is the more superior one. I just
Yeah.
don't see a world where Drew takes out Kane. But I mean,
Right.
stranger things have happened. So I guess we shall see. I'm excited for
They're doing
next
good
week's
though.
episode. Huh?
Yeah, they're
What'd you say?
doing good at making us believe. They're doing good at making us believe that it's possible that Drew will do it, because they show that ending of the trailer. It's like, oh, so they're doing good with the trailer, but we know the truth. We know Kane gonna take his ass out. Bye, Drew.
Okay. That part too. Somebody say Tasha has to go. So anyway, y'all, we're about to get up out of here. I need to know what you guys have going on your channels. Before I do that, let me just say what's up to the chat, guys. We appreciate you guys so much. We have 109 people in the building. We appreciate you guys coming to stop and talk with us about Power Book of Ghosts 2, showing so much love. Y'all know I love getting up in here and talking to y'all about this doggone power thing. So we appreciate you guys so much. Please make sure that you guys go ahead and if you can share the video to somebody, share it. If you watch this on the replay, make sure to type in hashtag replay gang. Let us know you came through, and let us know if Diana is over. Okay. We don't think so, but some people still think so in the chat. So, let us know. Candy Love, what you got going on your channel?
So I did my sister's recap on yesterday. I did a live with you and Jay on Wednesday, Tubi movie, which was my mind's what was the name of the movie? I forgot the name of the movie.
Something here.
Still here.
Still here. Thank you. Still here. So please go check that out. Run that up. Do my sister's a big one, please. And I will be live tomorrow with Monique 69 Ways Johnson and Inga at 8:00 talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'll be live in a few minutes with these lovely people talking about The Shy. So please tune in, like, share, and subscribe, and we'll greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
Awesome. That is what's up. And before you go, Jay, young boy, I love when you come through. You always come through with something. We ain't expect Tariq to shoot ghosts. Like in my mind, I feel like that's how you said that. But I honestly did expect it. Like once Tariq turned on that switch, I felt like he would pull the trigger. I felt like he would be the one person that would. And that's real talk. I always thought that he would. I just didn't think that Ghost would go. Like I thought he would still be alive. You know what I'm saying? But I thought that he would absolutely pull the trigger, but just not do it right. But I digress. Jay, what you got going on your channel?
All right. Again, always a pleasure. So real quick, because we got to get on this shot thing. That's coming up next. So make sure you tune in. We'll be right here. All right. Because we're going to do the shot. The shot is wilding out. That's my title. The shot is wilding out, because that'd be crazy. We'll talk about it. Yeah. We'll talk about it. I just dropped the Noma and Kane Smash Fest. So thank you for everybody for watching the Smash Fest of Noma and Kane. Appreciate that. Just dropped the Keisha and the baby with the Shy. We'll talk about that. And I just dropped the Crash Out video with Monet and Diana as to what's going to happen next, what we're expecting, what's going to be the procedure, what's the predictions. So check that out. Definitely run that up. Hit that like button. If you have not subscribed, definitely do yourself a favor and subscribe, because I drop a lot of exclusive stuff, family. So make sure you're tuned in, tapped in, and all of that good stuff. Appreciate you. See you in the shot. We're coming up next with the shot. Let's go.
Okay. Ash, what you got going on?
Child, everything. What don't I have going on? Just hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know everything that's coming. But right after this, of course, we have The Shy. Tomorrow, I have my interview with the vampire upload, as well as my House of the Dragon upload, and then subsequent lives throughout the week. Also uploading this evening, Presumed Innocent. So a ton of content. Oh, and The Boys on Friday. So listen, there's a plethora of content over there. Just hit that notification bell so that you don't miss a thing. And thank you so much for hosting today, EJ. Thank you for having me.
Of course, of course, of course. Well, all right, y'all. Just keep your notifications on when it relates to me, because you never know. But just know that I'll have a bunch of the family business stuff coming up here this week as well for all my family business fans. For all the fans of the family business, I will definitely have some stuff up for that. And then, same old, same old. But anyway, y'all, make sure y'all go jump over to the next channel because we're about to do The Shy. I might come hop on with y'all. I don't know yet. I'll text y'all and let y'all know if I'm gonna pop through to talk about that monstrosity. And we're about to be up out of here, y'all. Thank you to everybody in the chat. I usually go through your names, but we got to get to the next one. So y'all know we got nothing but love for you, and we'll see you guys later.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Peace.